With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to have a Niners first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Still fighting for more. He's still on his feet. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 34 yards there. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. We're scoreless after 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You.
They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey. What is shot?
Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Yo.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. No, we changed it. You.
Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Chase Lucas. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Back to throw, Purdy. There's a short one caught by Townges. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Get set.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. 2nd and 11 now.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
Get set.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
Purdy now to throw. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A 47-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. But looking deep here for Flowers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we... They've got his man complete through the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 76 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead.
Now
after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Get set. Get set. 18. 18.
Purdy from the gun on third down. He'll try and do this himself. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the Niners' 49-yard line.
Defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 15 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch out!
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up fourth down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Watch out! Corner.
Purdy on fourth down. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
180. Shut up.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Open man is Jerome Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 57 yards. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Hey. You change it.
Now Jackson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll take this to the 46. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Ravens take over first.
Here's 1st down.
The 43-yard line.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on.
Inside handoff. Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
4 yards on
as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
On.
Clock at 36 seconds. Here's 2nd down. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Jackson to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Here's Purdy to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Oh, the God, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final.